Hello, Hovey Podcast Nation. My name is Matthew Hovey with,
I'm Brad Rigler.
he is a stand-up comedian. Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, but currently I'm living in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis. How you liking it?
It's great, man. It's a great place for the kids. Real laid back. Love the Midwest. No shortage of material.
Right? Oh, Indianapolis is full of material,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Especially when you're coming from the East Coast, where everybody's so unfriendly. You come out here, people are unsettlingly sweet. They are very sweet folks out here. That's why I had to get you a sweet tea. I think the only reason I'm on this show, by the way, is he wanted somebody to bring him a sweet tea.
No.
I get a call out of nowhere. It's like, can you be on a podcast? I'm like, somebody really wants to talk to me? It'd be great. Then Matthew's like, yeah, cool. If you can bring me a sweet tea. I'm like, that's not cool, man.
It was a mess. I was messing with him, really, but he did it.
I did it. I believed him.
Hey, and can I tell you something?
Yes.
I'm so sweet. That sweet tea makes me the sweetest.
I feel that.
So I have a question. Who's your favorite comedian growing up?
Growing up, I'd say my favorite comedian growing up, Andrew Dice Clay. He was right at his peak. And like for my generation, he was like a superstar. He was sold out Madison Square Garden, I think 3 times in a row. He was banned from MTV. He was everywhere. His album went like platinum for like a comedian. It was amazing. He was a big time, huge star. And so I'd say Andrew Dice Clay. Growing up.
Now, how did you know when comedy was the path you wanted to take?
Comedy was, I was always been a performer. So I was an actor. I was on the radio. I did all kinds of stuff. Like I was always scared to do stand-up comedy because as an actor, you read what people write for you. And it's like, if it sucks, it's their fault, not yours. It's the writer's fault. But comedian, there's nowhere to hide. There's just you, and it's your thoughts, and it's your jokes. It's your life. And so if you get rejected, it's kind of
your own failure.
Yeah. And so I was always scared. But then at a certain point in time, I knew that I always knew it's something I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I finally bit the bullet, and I was like, I'll take the chance and go up there and do it. And the control it gives you as a performer, if you can deal with it, is awesome because it's all solo trip, right? Like it's up to me. If I want to go out, if I can go anywhere, any night of the week, I can find, if I'm willing to drive, I can find some place to perform.
Yes.
And very few performers get that opportunity.
Amen.
And so that was something I really liked. And occasionally people find it funny. And so that's why I was like, okay, I might as well stick with it.
So do you have a job on the side?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I got a couple jobs on the side. You got to have those side gigs till those big boy checks come in, till I get those $20 million motion picture deals. I got to keep food on the table.
Right? What do you do?
I'm in real estate.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh.
You work from home.
Yeah. That is real estate. Yeah, I go out to people's houses and deal with them. I'm in somebody's house almost every day, talking to different folks and buying their house and flipping the houses, doing stuff like that. So I've always worked in sales. I love sales. I love being in home sales, going to people's houses, meeting new people, talking with different people, and dealing with different situations. Everybody you meet is a new story. And, that's helped me with my performance because, it's all about psychology. Whether you're one-on-one with somebody or dealing with a group, it's all about psychology.
That's awesome. So let me ask you this. What is the biggest crowd you've performed in front of?
Oh, wow. That's a hard one to answer. I'd say 300.
300?
Maybe more. I don't know. 3 to 5. I'd say the 3 to 5 range. I didn't count them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this was all very cool. It was a Chris Kattan show, I believe. He was on Saturday Night Live, and he had a whole bunch of folks out there. So it was about 3 to 5, I would say, was the biggest crowd.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
So where do you perform locally?
Well, my home club was Crackers Comedy Club. Crackers Comedy Club, locally owned and operated right here in Indianapolis, Indiana for 45 years. Unfortunately and sadly, Crackers Comedy Club has recently closed. I do perform at occasionally at Helium Comedy Club, which is our other
I was
big
just
club.
about to say Helium.
Yeah, I perform there as well. But as far as home club is concerned, I'd probably say, it would be Fort Wayne Comedy Club or Crack Pots out in Massillon, Ohio.
Shout out to Chris.
Chris Kettler, man. Chris Kettler is the man. He's a comedy maven. He is like Vince McMahon condensed all the territories in wrestling back in the 80s and 90s. So too is Chris Kettler doing to the comedic scene in the Midwest. He will soon be in total and complete control, like the empire of comedy. It's coming, baby. You wait.
Yes, and he is looking for a comedy club in Indianapolis. If you want to book a comedian, if you're a comedian that's looking for a place to perform, reach out to Chris Kettler on Facebook, on Instagram. He owns the Terre Haute Comedy Club. No, not Terre Haute. Sorry, Fort Wayne Comedy Club.
Fort Wayne Comedy Club.
And also the
Crackpots in Massillon, Ohio. And I think he's booking some other clubs as well.
Yes. So reach out to Chris. He's how we actually got together.
Yeah, Chris sent me a text today. He's like, dude, you got to give Matt a call right now. And so I thought it was like, oh, Matt just wants to talk to me, but he had a schedule to fill. Apparently somebody backed out. It's people you can't depend on. And he said, who can I depend on? Who can I go to who is somebody who is ironclad? This guy is the guy. And he said, Brad Rigler. He said, great. Bring me a sweet tea.
So tell us some of your jokes.
No, pay me.
Pay you?
No. I do. So what kind of jokes do? I do jokes about, like I said, I moved my family from East Coast to here. And like I said, I come out and to talk about the differences between obviously people out there and here. I do what they call dumb jokes for smart people. And I make all kinds of jokes. And I like crowd work. I like talking to people. I do all kinds of crazy observational humor. And, it's one of those things that it's not like it's like if you run across a comedian and say, tell me a joke, it's the same thing as running across a carpenter and saying, build me a dresser or something. You know what I mean?
Sorry about that, guys.
See, this is why if I had gone into a joke and somebody interrupted us, you see how uncomfortable that would be?
Yeah.
You see the uncomfortable position you almost put me in, Matthew?
Yes, I do. And let me ask you this. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting Cal.
Interrupting.
Sorry, I interrupted.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
So, another question I have for you.
Okay, next question.
So, what tips do you have for aspiring comedians?
Don't stick with it. You gotta go out there. You gotta go up every chance you get. You gotta go up every chance you get. And so, you get up there and go where you're not welcome, as far as go to audiences you're not familiar with. Put yourself in situations where and every chance you get to go up and look for every opportunity to learn something about it. If you're under the impression that you are born a perfect comedian and that you're just so funny that you don't have anything left to learn, probably, you got to learn real quick that isn't the case. You got to fail. And that is the only way to succeed in comedy.
I mean, when I was little, I told everybody I wanted to be a comedian when I grew up, and they laughed at me. Look what's happened now.
You're getting the desired reaction. You know what I mean? And like I said, so that's the worst thing that can happen is that people go up, and you'll see it all the time at an open mic. People will gather all their friends and family together, and they'll have just a killer first set, which I don't begrudge anybody who wants to try comedy. Get up there and say, I did it. But they'll take that as a sign that they're just going to kill every time they get up. And then they go up there. Am I boring you? Are you
No, I was getting a phone call.
Are you playing Tetris or something?
No, I was getting a phone call.
Are you go up there doing your Wordle? Is that what they do now? Is the kids are up to the Wordle?
No, it's not. That's not what I was doing. I promise.
Let me ask you. You remember the game Angry Birds?
Yes.
How did they make that post 9/11? Because think about it. All right, what is it? The pigs are clearly Americans, right? They're the greedy pigs, and they build like tall buildings.
Yes.
And then the birds are the terrorists. They don't have any money that they do. So what they do is they just fly into the buildings and destroy it.
Right.
Like that's disgusting, man. That's awful. I don't know how they did it post 9/11.
Well, hey, me either.
No.
Did you ever play it?
All the time. I loved it.
Right? Never understood it, but
I got what they were trying to get at. Yeah. I just it's my way to identify with the culture. Otherwise, I would malign.
Right? So, do you want to hear my most popular joke?
I want to.
set?
Not want to. I need to hit it.
My grandmother had a huge scare the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Discovered a lump under her breast. The family rushed over, just to realize it was just her kneecap. Now, do you know what her star sign is?
What?
Sagittarius. Now, do you know what one of her saggy boobs said to the other?
What?
We better find some support before people think we're nuts.
Is your grandmother still with you?
Sadly, we lost her last April.
Oh.
Not this past April, but the April before, April 2024. I miss her dearly, but she loved these jokes.
I believe it. I'm sorry for ruining it with that sad calm down. I find it's the best thing to this. When somebody tells a joke, it's best to laugh and smile. You know what I mean?
So, I want to ask you guys something.
You guys, them?
Yes. Who likes Amazon? We have a special guest from Amazon Shopping.
Oh.
Say hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
Danielle.
Danielle, welcome to the Hovey podcast. Come on up and say hello.
Hello.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Well, let me tell you, my pizza jokes are real cheesy, but do you know what the pizza said to the chef?
What?
You don't pepperoni me. See, that was a little bit of improv. You too. See ya. That was a little bit of
That
improv.
was on. That's you thinking on your feet.
Yes. Actually, I'm sitting down. So
That's right. That's exact. That's what makes it so impressive.
Yes. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food? You know what? I've been eating a lot of pad thai, like way too much pad thai.
Oh my gosh. There was a race between two different Indian foods.
Okay.
It ended in a tie. That was terrible.
That's pretty bad.
Name another food.
Well, I like fried chicken, man.
You know, people that take care of chickens are literally chicken tenders.
That's it. It's in the name.
Right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I like interacting with the crowd as well.
Me too.
So, now, for people that don't know how to get out there and get in contact with clubs, how can they do that?
You got to go find the mics. If you go to the mics, the mics are going to be, even if they're not at clubs, they're going to be inroads there. So that's really your on-ramp to comedy is going to mics, open mics, sitting through those. That's a lot of time. And then, you network with the other comedians, and you get on the Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Facebook's big in comedy, at least out here in the Midwest.
Yes.
And so that's the on-ramp to comedy, man. And so that's how you get into it.
Now, before X took over Twitter,
yes,
did you know that YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook were going to create a site all together and that can join all as one?
No.
It was going to be called YouTwitface.
I did not know this. You got the inside track on all the good stuff, dude.
It was a joke.
I got that, buddy.
I go to Walmart and there's no walls for sale.
I don't know what they're thinking.
Right?
No, man. You know what, Eddie? You know what? Walmart is so dangerous. You're more likely to be shot in a Walmart than standing in front of a Target.
Exactly.
It's true.
I mean, have you seen the people at Walmart? I mean,
it's true.
One day I may ride a little one of them fast electric scooters that go like up to 30 miles an hour. 30 miles an hour. I'll take one into Walmart and be zooming up and down. I'll be the next people at Walmart coloring book.
Hey, I gotta tell you something. Walmart doesn't work for me. I gotta tell you something. There's I only got a 6 in 10 chance of finding what I want. I usually walk out of Walmart with nothing because I'll walk in there and there's just what I'm looking for isn't there. It drives me insane. I can never find anything I'm looking for in Walmart.
Really?
No, it's terrible, man. There's just so much stuff, and I don't know. I don't want to. And first of all, I don't know whether you have to fail a test to work there, but nobody knows where anything is in Walmart. You ask somebody who works at Walmart where something is, and they'll just look at you like, I don't know why you'd ask me that. One time I was driving down the road, I couldn't find a Walmart. I saw a guy walking down the street with a Walmart uniform on, and asked him where the hell the Walmart was, and he said, "Why the hell are you asking me?" They don't even know where that Walmart is, much less anything in it.
So I have a question.
Okay.
what does what does a G Spot and a Walmart have in common?
Yeah, okay. Both of them cheap if I got my hands on
No, man can't find them.
them.
Ah!
Yeah, I like yours better. That's good. That's
I
funny.
made that up because of what you said.
You really just did that. You wrote that right here.
Yes,
Nicely done, Matthew.
I can write jokes like. Let's do a session right now
Uh-huh.
of name an item
Okay.
and I make a joke.
Okay. Name an item and you will make a joke. Okay. Well, let's just start with the iPhone.
Do iPhones tell jokes?
I don't know.
No, they're too serious.
Oh, dude. Snap. All right. Let's see here. Get another good one. Another item you could have. An item.
Yes.
Right? Okay, cool. Well, let's see. An item somebody could have. We got the phone. Everything's on your phone, but we got that. Could it be shoes? What about shoes?
Oh, I flushed my wooden shoes down the toilet.
Okay.
Worst clog ever.
Oh, that's a Holland-based joke.
Yes, and now
That's international flavor. I like that.
yes.
Yes. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It's not at all cheesy.
I know. Oh, we're having a good a time here. I mean, we gotta cheddar the moment.
Okay, you're nailing it. Let's see here. We got food item. We got bang bang bang. Another thing, laptop.
Okay. So I heard music coming from my laptop.
Uh
It was singing "Rolling in the Deep" because it's Adele.
huh. Damn. Damn.
Adele, "Rolling in the Deep."
That's awesome.
You
Man.
also hear that when you put your laptop in the ocean.
You know they're trying to sue. They're trying to cancel Lizzo.
What?
Yeah, they're trying to cancel. You know the singer Lizzo.
Yeah.
They say Lizzo forced one of her backup dancers to eat a banana that had been in a stripper's vagina.
What?
Yeah. Isn't that messed up, dude? They want us all to cheer when she promotes body positivity, but the second she says eat healthy.
Right? Now, do you know why people like bananas?
Why?
Because they're appealing.
You're just on a different level, man. You're hitting it full steam. You are all 16 cylinders are cracking, my man.
I do want to tell you, one time I opened up for a famous band
Oh, really?
called Morris Day and the Time.
Yeah, you open up for Morris Day and the Time?
Yes.
I love Morris Day and the Time.
At the JW Marriott
Really?
in front of over 800 people for the Daymar Gala.
Oh, wow.
And it was amazing. I sold my joke books there.
Morris Day?
Morris Day and the Time.
That is amazing. That's fantastic. He was in Purple Rain.
Yes. Jungle Love.
Jungle-
O-E-O-E-O. Jesse, Jerome, and you.
Yeah. He's right. He dude, Morris Day was amazing.
Yes, he still is. He still performs.
Well, forgive me, Morris. He has always been and will always be amazing.
Morris Day, you are a legend. Yeah, so it was at the JW Marriott, downtown Indy. Back in, I think, 2018.
I got you on.